Now, Kim, I know that you said that your desire, and again, I want to go back to that, is that your desire is to train individuals to do it. Sort of like that old saying, right, that you can give someone a fish or you can teach them to fish and they'll eat for life.
And that's what I'd rather do. I mean, I think
which
every
you are
area. Thank you. So every area, I can't take on the whole world. I love Clifton. I want to stay in Clifton, but I need other people like Ivette that have a heart, that know, that really, you know, I know God is moving in this church.
Yeah.
So when my heart moved, that He was moving and we were all in the same, I knew that was my lead to say, train them.
Yes.
You don't just train anyone. You know, God was entrusting them with this church. So, and they did a fabulous outreach. She has 40 children here on every Sunday. She has a church all by herself. You know, so those are 40 children that we know this year we are going to guarantee those children.
That's
it's the other children.
Of course.
That we're a little concerned about, because when we go around hitting postcards, and that's what Ivette wants to do, it's going to bring, you know, people in that 3-block, 5-block radius.
And one of the saddest things is to see the kids on the line who don't get the book.
Yeah, so we're a little, you know, that's a huge
parent with that hope. Well,
they're out of backpacks. I don't want to be out of backpacks. So I've never done this, you know, social media world. You know where you can find one of those little, you know, stickers, those little shopping lists. But if you have a heart, you know, that is, I mean, Clifton, stay in Clifton. But if you have a heart for here in Paterson, I was born and raised in Paterson. I mean, this was my home. I know what those families, you know, are going through. So if you have a heart for them, this is where I want you, you know, to trust me that she is going to deliver those backpacks in those children's hands, and she's going to adopt that school. So it's kind of staying with the Back to School Outreach, what our mission is.
Excellent. I noticed on the box, I'm sorry, I noticed on the box that you have the Bridge, which is a radio station. I believe we get it at 103.1 FM because it's one of my favorite stations in my car. Right? I have to shout them out and put Rob Taylor. But I noticed that you have it on there, and I've heard them advertising this program. And I just want to hit a little bit. If people listening go, you know what, this is amazing, I'm interested. I want to bring book bags to Passaic. I want to bring book bags to Bloomingdale or to Wanacue, any other municipality in county, or even New Jersey. If someone in Jersey City said, I would love to do this, what do they have to do, Kim?
So basically last year, this is our second year of Bridge FM, we've had their listeners mail and ship backpacks as far as Pennsylvania.
Wow.
And they mailed it to the Clifton Library, and I got a phone call and said, Kim, we got a package. So I don't know, I haven't gotten those crazy phone calls, but on their website this time they said drop it off at the firehouses. So the firehouses will be getting the little packages. I would say, you know, write to Bridge FM, email them, contact them. They are the ones who could probably get it to the right place.
But how do they get you to train them? So let's say that you're a church or a school or a not-for-profit organization. Okay. We really want to learn how to do a book bag drive. They get the general idea. You ask people for book bag, but you're saying there's more to it. You have to be organized. You have to set up. So if someone wants the proper training, can you tell them whether they reach out to you or how do they get the information? So
this is my first year really training. I didn't set out to train. This was something that people were saying, hey, you know, we think that you can train my church, and that was new to me. I did train my church to do this. They know how to do it. The interns have done this program. So the interns were, you know, smart enough to do it. They can do it. I do give everyone the paperwork. Okay. So, you know, to translate into Spanish, that's something you don't have to do. So I'm learning, what does this look like? And how do I do that, and where do I fit it under the power of one? So basically, this is coaching. Okay. This is what life coaching is. This is a one-on-one. You know, I'm not doing the work for them. They're doing it themselves. They're pretty much stable, set up to take on that responsibility. So in the future, do you foresee yourself being in a place where people can contact you and say, hey, I would love for you to train our organization, and then training different organizations? And basically what Ivette did was, she was really smart. She brought her whole leadership and translator, and the pastor, and the children's worker, and it was like, that's what I'm talking about.
To get buy-in from everybody.
To get everybody around that table all at one time. I didn't even know what I was coming into. All I came with a piece of paper.
And thank God for Sister Deborah and she was the channel of God.
Yes, she's the one who contacted me from School 12.
So that's excellent. So once again, to hit these points, it's a back-to-school outreach program. The idea is that if you have the opportunities, if you have the resources, you have extra supplies, you bring them into a local place like the church or the firehouse in a different municipality, and they'll gather them together and give them to needy kids. You know, you may not be able to reach 100 or 1,000 kids, but you can be part of an initiative that reaches out to 1,000 people, and that's amazing. And I want to ask this question because I think it's an important one, especially since we have such a wide range of individuals who can view this or will view this on social media. So you're having the backpack drive in a church. Do you need to be a member of the church? Do you need to be of this faith to receive a backpack? Or are you saying anyone in the community who comes in with a need will have that need met if we can?
Anyone that has the need.
That's excellent.
It's something. It's not ours. It comes from God. We can't limit God's love.
Yes.
This is not about race. This is not about who you are. It's just that God, you God's son, and God loves you, and this is a way of showing it. And this is the funny thing that our pastor, Porfirio Cabral, this outreach, remember that I didn't tell you, he's thinking about putting it because he's a missionary. He loves missions. He said, let's see how it goes. Next year, we could do here locally, but also internationally.
Kim, you're going international. You probably weren't prepared for that, but this initiative is going international.
Because next
year, pay my plane ride and I'll go out.
There you go, see?
So one of the things about like the niche here of the back to school outreach is you got to find a school. You gotta
so that's the first step. You have to find a school or a contact person or liaison.
You got to find liaison, but what the backpacks do is not just, it's a one-on-one encounter. It's not a public event. Okay, so the children that she's reaching, she's already reaching. She's working with those families.
And we're having an invitation. We're setting up an invitation, specific invitation to those people. If they come before the date that we have, initially September 1st, to hand them the backpacks.
So I'm glad that you're really clarifying that. This isn't just about giving away backpacks. It's about developing relationships with individuals, building those bridges, and then identifying needs, and then you can meet them in the future.
And now, when you're meeting these families, they're connecting to a place that can help them. You're not just getting a backpack in a park and you're not connected to something. So these families are going to come and say, by the way, I am in need and I live around the corner.
Yes.
But they know that you're here. They get to meet you as a person. The children get to come. I was one of those little children that rode her bicycle at 9 years old to one of these churches. My family didn't come with me. I was loved by a church like this that opened their door to any kid in the neighborhood. I was that child. So I know the impact, but I made relationships with the people on the inside. That's the key thing. It's just not a one-time here, drop it, let's run. There needs to be something involved where these children and these families can connect to, whether it's a school, in the school, they're connecting to their counselors, in the churches, they're connecting to the children's pastors. That's the focus.
Excellent.
That's outreach, that's empowering, that's impacting, we're equipping people. She sees the need. How's she going to get 100 backpacks?
Excellent, and that's where everyone else...
That's where we need you out here.
With your help.
This is like a radio show here.
Oh, okay. Look at that. But listen, I'm very excited about this initiative. I'm excited about the fact that it's in Clifton and in Paterson. I'm jealous, obviously, for the other 14 municipalities. But in faith, I believe that every municipality will eventually have a backpack drive similar to this one. If we can start working together, we're going to reach much bigger groups of kids. And if you just consider something that was said early on, the smile of a child's face when he receives a backpack and supplies, especially if you get a child who otherwise wouldn't have had one. If he would have had to go to school and explain to the teacher, I'm sorry, I don't have a pencil and I don't have a notebook. But because of your donation, because of your outreach, because your heart responded to a call, And that child won't have to go in there and give an explanation. They'll run in alongside all the other kids with a huge smile and great expectation for a wonderful school year, and you'll know that you were a part of it. You know, many people talk about faith, but we're looking for our individuals who are going to put that faith in action. God bless you. Thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pastor.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, the big world out there.